others, adding that the ongoing construction of the Gateway International Airport would also serve as another opportunity to increase the state's internally generated revenue (IGR). He added that the state would also soon house the largest cotton and apparel industry at the agro-processing zone within the airport vicinity, which is expected to employ over 40,000 people. Congratulating the minister on his appointment, him as a hardworking and experienced politician who has contributed immensely to the nation's political arena at the National Assembly, former Minister of Sports and Youth Development, before his recent appointment as the Minister of Industry, promising that the state government would continue to support him to achieve his agenda in the ministry. The judiciary has denied a video currently circulating on the social media regarding the construction of a purported court building in Agbado within the Ifo-Ewekoro Federal Constituency. A statement by the High Court Registrar, Mr. Adebayo Ojikutu, indicated that no building was approved by Judge Justice Musmola Dikbeolu in any area of the state, emphasizing that no judicial function will be conducted in an unauthorized facility. The court advised members of the public to disregard any claims suggesting otherwise. It also warned any individual or group involved in the unauthorized construction to desist from further misrepresentation, adding that the state judiciary remains committed to ensuring the proper administration of justice and upholding its integrity. You're listening to the state news on OGBC 90.5 FM. Radio has been described as the fastest, easiest, cheapest and regenerates the living on the planet Earth. For professionals to uphold the tenets of broadcasting and ensure the continuous usage of the medium to get across to the core part of the world for the desired environmental change. A veteran broadcaster and an on-air personality, Mr. Biodun Bello, made these submissions while speaking on the significance of the World Radio Day celebrated this Thursday. According to Mr. Bello, the theme for this year, which is Radio and Climate Change, is aimed at ensuring that all radio stations in the world focus on the education and information of their audiences on enduring climate issues. As former military head of state, late General Murtala Mohammed is remembered this Thursday. Political leaders have been advised to emulate his selfless service to the nation. A former administrator of a Kenya local government, Mr. Samson Odebo, gave the advice in a chat with OGBC on the occasion of the 49th remembrance of the Kano-born general. Mr. Odebo, while extolling the sterling leadership qualities of the former head of state, said the policies introduced by his leadership before his assassination brought hope of a better Nigeria, urging the current political leaders to emulate his style of leadership. Describing him as a worthy leader, the former Ikene local government administrator pointed out that his death was a big loss to the country as he had put in place structures capable to transform Nigeria. He added that his selfless service, incorruptible leadership, and desire to govern the country without blemishes, as well as readiness to change the narrative, were worthy of emulation. According to him, it is high time the nation's current leaders made the development and well-being of the people their top priority. Christians have been reminded of the reality of heaven and hell and the need to make godly living their watchword. The preacher at the funeral for Dr. Basi Akinde held this Thursday at the Cathedral of St. Peter, Kiabelkuta, the Most Reverend Blessing Enyida, gave the reminder. The clergyman, who described the death as a temporary condition, emphasized that all humans will either face eternal rest or turmoil after death, depending on how they lived. According to the Most Reverend Enyida, it is however certain that genuine Christians only sleep in the Lord when they die, as they will be united with their Maker in eternity, adding that only people who are saved will have everlasting rest in the hereafter. In a remark at the service, Governor Dr. Abiodun, represented by his deputy, Engineer Noimo Salakoidele, extolled the virtues of Dr. Basi Akinde, saying the wife of the pioneer Anglican Bishop of Lagos mainland, the Most Reverend Akinde, indeed impacted lives in the academia, the church, and our immediate community. He prayed God to console and comfort the husband and the entire family, as well as grant them the fortitude to bear the loss. Good governance is a reflection of good citizenry. Renew your commitment to being a patriotic citizen. To end the state news, another look at the major items. Governor Akwabiado this Thursday were playing host to the Minister of State for Industry, Senator John Eno in Abeokuta, reiterated the commitment of his administration to invest in the power sector to promote the state's industrialization agenda. A veteran broadcaster and on-air personality, Mr. Biodun Bello, while speaking on the significance of the World Radio Day celebrated this Thursday, saw the need for professionals to uphold the tenets of broadcasting and ensure the continuous usage of the medium to get across to the core part of the world for the desired environmental change. You also heard that a former administrator of Ikena local government, Mr. Samson Odebo, in a chat with OGBC on the occasion of the 49th remembrance of the Kano-born former military head of state, late General Murtala Mohammed, urged political leaders to emulate his selfless service to the nation. The state news was edited by Temitope and broadcast from OGBC Abeokuta. For exclusive programs and the latest news update, visit our website at openradio.ng. Follow us on Facebook at Open Radio Abeokuta and on X at OGBC 905 FM. You can also listen to OGBC on the Radio Garden.